4DX is a motion picture technology owned and developed by South Korean company CJ4DPLEX, a part of the CJ Group. 4DX allows a motion picture presentation to be augmented with environmental effects such as seat motion, wind, rain, fog, lights, and scents along with the standard video and audio. As such, theaters must be specially designed for and equipped with 4DX technology. The experience was introduced commercially in 2009 with the release of Journey to the Center of the Earth in Seoul, South Korea. In 2015, there are more than 239 4DX auditoriums in 39 countries. History: 4DX was launched by South Korean theater chain, CJCGV, with the release of New Line Cinema's Journey to the Center of the Earth in Seoul in 2009. In 2010, after the technology's success with the 4DX screening of Avatar, CGV has expanded more theaters throughout South Korea. The company later opened its first 4DX theater in China on April 14, 2012 with the release of Titanic 3D, and Vietnam on January 21, 2014, with the release of I, Frankenstein, as part of the completion of the merger with Megastar Cinemas. On June 2, 2011, Mexican Cineplex company, Cine Copyright have invested $25 million and partnered with CJ Group to open up to 11 4DX rooms. The first 4DX room opened at the Plaza at Coxpa Mall in Mexico City with the release of Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean, on Stranger Tides, as the first 4DX theater in North America and the Western Hemisphere. The company has later expanded more theaters throughout South American theaters with the releases of Prometheus and Ice Age, Continental Drift on July 1, 2012 in Brazil, DreamWorks Animation's Rise of the Guardians on December 12, 2012 in Peru, and Despicable Me 2 on July 5, 2013 in Colombia. The company opened its first room in Guatemala on December 17, 2013, with the release of The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, as the first 4DX theater in Central America. The company is set to open its first 4DX theater in India sometime in 2014. In Costa Rica, the company is set to open its first 4DX theater on September 14, 2014 with the release of The Maze Runner. In 2012, CNN Travel named the CGV Gangneung 4DX theater as one of the world's best movie theaters. The Paramount Pictures film, Transformers: Dark of the Moon, has opened new 4DX rooms at major Cineplex on June 19, 2011 in Thailand and Cinema Park on December 22, 2012 in Russia. Cinema City has opened its first 4DX room in Israel on July 19, 2012 at the Yes Planet Rishon LeZion Theatre, with the release of The Amazing Spider-Man. The company later opened new 4DX theaters throughout Europe. Hungary on March 21, 2013 with the release of The Croods, Bulgaria and the Czech Republic on 22 May 2013 and 23 May 2013, respectively, both opened with the release of Fast and Furious 6, in Poland on November 22, 2013, with the release of The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Romania, in mid-May 2015, Bucharest with the release of Mad Max, Fury Road. Another two cinemas are under development in Constantine and Timian registered trademark Aura. On April 26, 2013, Japanese Cineplex chain, Corona World, opened its first room in Nagoya, with the release of Iron Man 3. On May 6, 2013, CGV released a new 4DX trailer, starring Lee Young-hun. On June 12, 2013, Taiwanese Cineplex chain, Visho Cinemas, has opened its first room with the release of Man of Steel. On July 19, 2013, Cinehoids opened its first 4DX room in Lorena, Chile, with the release of Turbo. As of August 2013, the 4DX technology has achieved over 10,000 seats in 16 countries and 58 cities. On August 23, 2013, Indonesia's Blitz Megaplex opened its first 4DX theater with the release of Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters. Venezuela's Cinex opened its first room on December 21, 2013 with the release of Frozen. On September 28, 2013, UME International Cineplex opened a new 4DX theater in Chongqing, with the release of Jurassic Park 3D. On December 12, 2013, Croatian cinema chain, Blitz Scene Star, opened its first 4DX room with the releases of The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug and Frozen. Ukrainian theatre chain, Planeta Kino, opened its first 4DX room with the premiere of The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug on December 18, 2013, using the new slim black seats. Box Cinemas has opened their first 4DX theatre in the United Arab Emirates on December 22, 2013. On March 24, 2014, CJ4DPLEX has signed a deal with AEG to bring the technology to the United States, as the country's first 4DX theater. It opened at the Regal Cinemas LA Live Stadium 14 Theater in Los Angeles, operated by the Regal Entertainment Group, on June 26, 2014 with Transformers: Age of Extinction. Los Angeles was the natural choice for us in making it the first U.S. location to carry 4DX, said Young Hwan Choi, CEO of CJ4DPLEX. We wanted to bring this experience to where all the movie magic happens. With AEG, owner and host of the World Unregistered Trademark's most exciting entertainment venues as our strategic partner, we are very much looking forward to welcoming our audiences to a movie-going experience never before seen in the U.S. It was screened with Marvel Studios' Captain America, The Winter Soldier, and later premiered with Paramount's Transformers: Age of Extinction. On its opening day, all of the 4DX showings were sold out. On April 30, 2014, Ayala Malls Cinema opened the first 4DX room in the Philippines with the release of The Amazing Spider-Man 2. On September 2, 2014, Variety reported about the technology's success in the United States and that it is currently in talks with other theater chains, although deals have not yet been made. On November 20, 2014, Mexico-based international movie exhibition chain Cinepolis launched India Unregistered Trademark's first 4DX technology-enabled screen at Thane in Maharashtra. On January 30, 2015, Cineworld launched a United Kingdom's first 4DX theatre on at its Milton Keynes site, with the release of Kingsman: The Secret Service. Description: a theatre can be built or retrofitted with special equipment to support 4DX features, which include motion chair, vibration, ticklers, face air, water spray, wind, lightning, fog, sense, rain, bubbles, rainstorm, snow. For a motion picture to make use of the 4DX features available in a theater, a 4DX track needs to be programmed on top of the existing video and audio tracks. In other words, a 4DX movie is a standard movie with the addition of a 4DX track that controls the 4DX features during playback. The programming of the track is done by CJ4DPLEX, the CJ-CGV subsidiary who developed the technology, in some cases with the participation of the studio that originally produced the original movie. Programming a 4DX track into a movie typically takes less than a month. 4DX locations: as of November 2014, the 4DX technology is currently active in 39 countries: Mexico, China, Korea, Japan, Russia, Chile, Brazil, Thailand, Indonesia, UAE, Colombia, Ukraine, Taiwan, Vietnam, Venezuela, Guatemala, Bulgaria, Czech Rep, Croatia, Peru, Poland, Hungary, Philippines, United States, Cambodia, Costa Rica, India, Hong Kong, England, Switzerland, Romania, Trinidad, Slovakia, Germany, Panama, Turkey, Republic of South Africa and Portugal, with new theatres being prepared in Italy, Spain, Denmark, Scotland, France, Australia. 4DX partners: as of November 2015, CJ4DPLEX have partnered with these following cinema chains: CJ-CGV, Cine Copyright Polis, Wonder Cinemas, Major Cineplex, Cinema Park, Corona World, Cinema City, Vishow Cinemas, Cinehoids, UME International Cineplex, Wushang Mall International Cinema, BAIYU Cinema, Blitz Megaplex, Cinex, Planeta Kino, Box Cinemas, AEG/Regal Entertainment Group, Ayala Malls Cinemas, Cinema Sunshine, Cineworld, Cinema City, Orange Sky Golden Harvest Cinemas, Arena Cinemas, New Metro Cinemas. See also, 4D film, CJ Group, list of 4DX motion enhanced films. References. 46. 4DX in the Philippines. External links, official website, 4DX instructional video.